Now, there was more heartache in Emmerdale last night following that incredible helicopter crash.
Extraordinary. Loads
of drama, and I'm afraid if you haven't seen it yet, because a lot of people record these things, don't they? It's a bit of a warning, because we are now joined by Chris Chittell, who plays poor old Eric Pollard. And we say poor old Eric Pollard because you've had a bit of a tragedy.
So you say poor old Eric Pollard.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yes.
Can I just point out she said that?
Yeah.
It wasn't me. Eric has been through the mill during his time on the soap, but now has to cope with wife Val's tragic death. Talking about that in just a moment. First, let's take a trip down memory lane. Jane Witherspoon's here.
After first stepping onto the set of Emmerdale back in 1986,
Eric Pollard.
Eric has done it all, from threatening to torch the wine bar with himself and Marlon inside.
What you doing, Eric?
To elected Mayor of Houghton. In 2007, we saw Eric propose to Val.
Would you do me the great honour of becoming my wife?
What?
7 years later, and their marriage was on the rocks after Val's HIV diagnosis.
I'm afraid it's not good news, Mrs. Pollard.
But a skydive caused Eric to have a change of heart, and they renewed their vows.
Would you marry me, darling girl?
He's hallucinating.
After planning to fake Val's death, he gets emotional, and following last night's exit of Val from the show, how will Eric go on?
Well, we'll find out. Chris is here now.
29 years in 2 seconds.
Yes, absolutely. And what a 29 years it's been.
Yeah, wonderful.
Goodness me. So we'll come to this week's events in a few moments, if you may. We just need to go back because there's some extraordinary moments at the start when you arrived. The hat, the waistcoats, the hair. It was a very different show. It was a very different show, wasn't it, Chris, when you started Emmerdale?
Hugely, hugely. With leaps and bounds we have gone. Just incredible. I mean, last night I've not seen until last night. I hadn't seen the week's viewing, so that was a shock to me. Huge, because don't forget that you read your own bits. You don't read other people's bits. What? Ross is gone. Another baddie gone down the drain.
And as it stands, you're still in the pub, aren't you? Essentially, you don't actually. Eric doesn't know.
No. We earn lots of money, so therefore we don't need to go to work. We just go into the early hours.
Isn't there a restaurant you should have been looking
at?
Yeah.
Well, you've been through these things. What's it like when, as a cast member, the producers come to you and say, right, we're going to have a big week and it's going to culminate in this huge explosion and a big helicopter crash, as it was. What's it like for you as actors? Do you kind of look at it in a foreboding way, or is it kind of, oh, brilliant, this is going to be great fun?
What a load of old...
Really?
Well, yeah, you think, well, why do we need it? Because the show sits very well in its own right. It's a great, great show. And to go to all this expense for just 1 week... I mean, I realise, you know, I'm being devil's advocate ever so slightly. It has the repercussions, and it would go on. And it has induced people on Twitter... I don't watch it, but they've been watching it all week. And it's just incredible.
So well, there you go. That's your answer.
Yeah.
Because they can draw attention because you've got the viewer.
Exactly. It's part of your worry that every time there's a huge storyline, you lose a wife.
We do. I do.
You lost your wife in the last one, didn't you? The last big crash.
Oh, no, wait. Yeah. Pollard has lost one wife.
Yes.
Previously.
Yeah. But he hasn't lost this one.
Not yet.
No. What are you talking about? Yet. Do you know more than I do?
I'm afraid we do.
I think we all do.
I think we all know a bit more than you do.
See, it's an intriguing situation, though, because we kind of look at it and think, oh, you know, you'd grab it and you'd kind of go, this is great, it's going to be different. But actually, from your perspective, it's kind of like, look, we're doing a great job. Do we need these big stunts? Do we need these big
Absolutely,
moments?
exactly what I was saying, yeah. But proof in the pudding.
Yeah.
You know, it's just wonderful. And it's great to be part of it. When we did the promo, there's this silly old white-haired old goat dragging along behind these guys. I think I'm part of it.
Yeah.
It's just great.
29 years later, it's still absolutely central.
Wonderful.
To the show. It's incredible. And listen, in terms of the character, you know, Val's been keeping you on the straight and narrow. I know Eric swindled up practically everybody in the village, hasn't he, at one point or another?
Yeah, they deserved it.
Oh, OK. So how's Eric going to cope? Will he go back to his bad old ways, do you think?
Would you like to see him...
Yeah, go a bit of the baddie.
Go down that side again?
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because I quite like, although I loved when he was naughty. Oh, when I would, you know, I'd switch the box on just to see if the scene had worked out, whatever, and I'm killing myself laughing because he's done such terrible things and got away with it.
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden,
Oh, you feel emotional?
You are.
Oh.
It's been an extraordinary journey, though, hasn't it? And we still love watching him. I'd quite like to see him go back to being the naughty.
yeah, it's
Eric,
a bit, you know,
the scoundrel.
They wrote a lot of stuff which Pollard would have been up to for Valerie. And although that was good, I'm thinking they've turned him into a wimp.
Yeah.
And he's not a wimp.
No, he's got a backbone.
Yeah.
Chris, is it just because your whole life has been Eric? I mean, is that what's making you feel
Whole life?
emotional? I mean, you know, your whole acting like... Where's the tears come from? What's that?
Oh, I think it's called a tear stick or something.
Oh, yeah, OK.
They stuck that out.
Don't ruin the
No, I don't.
magic.
I don't know how to use it. I don't know.
No, it's just an emotional time.
Yeah,
Big week.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Thank you so much for joining us, Chris.
Pleasure,
It's an
indeed.
absolute treat to see
My pleasure.
you. Fingers crossed that things carry on and getting as exciting or as entertaining as they have been for the
Thank
last
you.
29 years. It's great to see you.
Oh.
Lovely stuff. There you go.
Now, you can head to our website, by the way, for a nostalgic look back at Val's best village years. We love Val too, itv.com. It's sad to see her go.
It is sad to see.
It is,
he
we
doesn't
didn't
know
say
that.
Well,
So
sorry.
don't say it too loud.